Hi there, everyone. Thanks for watching. This is my first YouTube live that was pre-scheduled, and this is a big day because what I want to talk about is the book report challenge, sort of why I created it, how we're going to sort of run through it, so there's no surprises for anyone, and then most importantly, talk about how parents, grandparents, neighbors can use it to hopefully change the future of some of our children. So, first off, if you haven't heard, there is a book report challenge for March. You go ahead and have one of your kids, neighbors, aunts, cousins, nieces, nephews, whatever it is, grandchildren, read this book. It can be found in paperback on Amazon. Just search Michael Zuber, and it should come up right at the top of the list. What we're doing is we're asking children to read it and then write a quick summary. And then what we're doing is we're going to be giving out $200 to the winner, right? So let's talk about what this really means. So what do I mean by book summary? So I've been hearing that we're going to have kids as young as 7, and I'm willing to go as high as college age. So call it 22, 23. Be a part of this book report challenge. So what I expect from a 7 or 8-year-old is obviously going to be very different than someone in college. But I don't want these book reports, even for college-age kids, to be hard or difficult, right? Frankly, it could be an email. But basically, what I want to hear from is what you took away from it. So my hope is somebody that's 21 or 22 takes a little more away, right? Maybe it's more than their wheelhouse because they know some basic financing terms and things of that nature. Where maybe if you're 7, 8, or 9. For you, it's, what is equity? What is return on investment? That kinds of stuff, right? So again, I'm not here to grade book reports. That's not going to be it at all. I simply want to confirm that the book's been read, right? And there's some very clear things in the book you could highlight that would be interesting. The other thing is the book gives my email address at multiple times. So I've been very clear on these book reports not to give my email because I don't want somebody just to see this and send it off. If they want to investigate and look elsewhere, I can't prevent that. But the whole idea is to get the book and read it, and then email me. That's how you are going to submit your draft. So now let's talk about the money, right? The $200. I created this first in February with the idea of giving away $100 to the best book report. I had been told by various parents and grandparents that 15 or 20 people, their kids were going to read it. At the end of the month, I got nothing. So instead of dropping the idea, I've decided to double it. So now it's $200. How is this going to work? So my honest hope is I get 10 plus reports this month. And honestly, what I hope happens is I have 2 winners, right? I give $100 to each report that I like. However, if I only get 1, that person's going to win $200. And if I get none, then I'm going to have to look myself in the mirror and try to figure out what's going on, right? So that's it for the blocking and tackling of the book report. But now, why am I really doing this? I'm trying to spark conversations that don't naturally happen in the household, right? I've already gotten an email, I guess it was a text from someone who just started reading this with their child who's, I believe, under 10. And these are the kinds of things he's saying to me. He's like, this book has allowed us to have conversations about finance, about equity, about what is a need versus a want. What is the rat race? What is investing? Those kinds of conversations could be life-changing. We're trying to spark life-changing conversations in the household by simply reading a book. I know when I was about 15, I would have been ready for a book like this. And you know what? I may have had to find different mentors because maybe I couldn't have had those conversations with folks in my family, right? Nobody had rental properties that I knew of or really was investing per se. But by having these conversations, you can at least know what you know, right? Your mom, dad, grandparents can share what they have, and then maybe they can help you meet some other people. I really do believe if we have conversations with our children earlier about investing or about equity, about the rat race, right? If we start telling them, hey, that you don't have to work for 40 years, that's so valuable, right? Um, just that there's options. I really do believe if this book, again, written very simply, could spark brand new conversations for a family with their kids, I think will change their lives, right? Maybe they won't go off to college and get those silly credit cards that they give away with the brand new T-shirt or whatever it is. They won't go into a lot of debt because their friends are, and we're going to have the next generation just be a little bit better off, right? A little bit more educated. I just think the fact that maybe we get through high school and college and we don't really know what a refinance is, or what investing is, or return on time, or house equity, or rentals, and inflation, and all these things that should just be normal. They're not taught a lot. So again, I think the book report challenge, my honest hope for the book report challenge is that every house that takes it on, even if I don't get a report, has new conversations. Because let's face it, talking about money and investing with your kids it's not a normal conversation, right? You get home, you say, hey, how was school? What's going on? You you make sure they're safe and fed and all of that and healthy. And then you're tired, right? But what happens if there was a book in an activity that would spark conversations? Hey, mom, dad, tell me about this. Tell me about that. What does he mean by that? What does it mean to be financially free at 45? Right? Just think what that would do. So again, my hope is that you all take this on. My hope is your children read it. Send me the report. I would, if I keep this $200 because nobody sent me a report, I'm going to be very, very sad. So my hope is I get lots of reports, and I hope you all have some really cool conversations with your kids. So that's going to be awesome to hear from parents that say, hey, I talked to my son or daughter or grandchild, grandson, granddaughter, neighbor, whatever, and we talked about finance. We talked about equity. We talked about rentals, and we talked about investing. That would make my day. So at the end, I just wanted to record this YouTube live to talk about the book report challenge, hopefully inspire you to get the book, give it to your kids, and let's see what happens. Most people tell me the book is read in under 3 hours. So hopefully it's not a huge commitment. Yes, I know they're in school. Yes, I know they have homework. Yes, I know they're going to complain. But hey, tell them there's some money they can get. They don't get money by doing homework. So maybe this will be a reason they do it. So at the end of the day, I hope this makes sense. I hope you have a lot of fun. And I really, really want to hear your stories. Make sure you take pictures with your kids if you're going to do it. I'd love the selfies just to know that people are doing this and taking it seriously. All right. Have a great day.